What's up, people? How's everybody doing this morning? I.O.B.A. I'm TC. So there's a couple of things I want to talk about this morning. First thing I want to talk about is Donald Trump. Talk a little bit about politics. Well, it has to do with Donald Trump. Everybody knows, and I mean everybody in the world knows that Donald Trump is a fucking asshole. Everybody knows that. Donald Trump wear that shit proudly on his fucking lapel pin. Right next to his little American flag, there's an asshole pin. If you look real close, you can see it. So Donald Trump is a terrible fucking guy. Now, bear in mind, Donald Trump's policies are the same policies that have been in effect in the United States for a long time. He's just doing the same shit that a lot of presidents before him did. Except, on top of all that, he's a fucking asshole. George Bush, you could call a useful idiot. Barack Obama, I call him a motherfucking smooth operator, iron fist with a fucking velvet glove. Kind of a snake in the grass type nigga. Wolf in sheep's clothing ass motherfucker. That's Obama. But Donald Trump's an ignorant, xenophobic, racist, orange fucking asshole. But they're all carrying out the same policies. So knowing that Donald Trump is a fucking asshole, right? And knowing Donald Trump is not acting when he does something that an asshole would do. You know he's not acting. You know this is really him and how he feel. Why would you get mad and get on television and start weeping when he says something bad about your city? Donald Trump has insulted whole fucking countries and United States territories, and every section of the country at some point in his adult life he said something disparaging about. So why would you get mad when Donald Trump get on TV and act like what he really is? A fucking asshole. Victor Blackwell got on CNN and talked about how much his feelings was hurt because Donald Trump said something about Baltimore, Maryland, called it infested, rodent infested, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what he said. And dude got on TV and started crying like a bitch. Victor Blackwell, go check out the Victor Blackwell interview he did in response to that Donald Trump statement, if you ain't seen it already. That's not how you motherfucking respond to shit like that, especially not from an asshole like Donald Trump. Now, in truth and in fact, me, I would have gave it a cursory fucking reply, and then I'd have stayed on the fucking issues and the problems and the bad legislation and the big defense budget and all the rest of it. I'd have stayed on that. I'd have stayed if I'm going to address Donald Trump. I'm going to stay on the issue. I'm not going to let these little insults about my city, right, distract me from what's really important. And that's what's happening. That's what's always happening with Donald Trump. He'll say something out of his mouth outlandish on a fucking weekly basis, a daily basis almost, through Twitter or whatever. And motherfuckers are focused on it. They jump on it like every fucking time. The politicians, the media, they all jump on it and they fixate on it, and all of the bad legislation just slip through. You know, like reinstating the federal death penalty. You know what I mean? And so, and then back to Victor Blackwell, you don't get on TV and bitch up and cry like that because somebody say your city has got some issues. What you do is, in the nicest, most articulate, most politically correct way possible, tell that motherfucker to eat a bag of dicks. That's what you tell Donald Trump or anybody who say something about a city you claim to love like that. And then you just go in on their city. Where that motherfucker from? New York? There's a lot of material there. And I love New York fucking city. But that's where Donald Trump come from. So that's all you got to do. Instead, you get on TV and start crying and telling these fucking stories about how you, when you know, your feelings hurt, all this. I don't want to hear that shit. You got to man up. If a motherfucker attack you, you attack it. That's the only thing Donald Trump understands. That's the only thing. All of that crying and shit, that's just weakness to him. He laughing at y'all motherfucking ass right now. So anyway, that's how you handle shit like that. Second thing I want to talk about. How in the fuck do you shoot up a goddamn food fest? Well, I know how you do it. Just same way you shoot up a goddamn gaming tournament. The same way you shoot up a mosque or a church or a goddamn or a goddamn rock concert. Just be a crazy motherfucking terrorist goddamn white boy who been listening to too much motherfucking Fox News and too much motherfucking right-wing bullshit. Because that's this motherfucker out in California who shot up the Garlic Fest. He a little motherfucking white boy with an AK, with an assault rifle. I don't know if it was an AK, but he had an assault rifle. And he went out there and shot. And from what I could see, he was looked like he was aiming at children because he shot 2 babies and a young man. You know what I'm saying? Call that shit terrorism. Call that shit terrorism. Call it what it is. Y'all got all the motherfucking cops and police bunched up in the fucking black community trying to hold us hostage, and the white boys is running amok. And that shit's been going on for 100 years, 200 years, however long the United States has been in existence. White boys running amok while y'all focused on the black people. Another motherfucking mass shooting, another terrorist act by another crazy white boy. And then, last thing I want to touch on, and briefly because I don't know that much about it, I just heard about this one. They had a block party in Brooklyn, New York. I was just in Brooklyn. I love fucking Brooklyn. God damn, I love cities like New York that have character, that when you walk down the streets, it's, you know, it's history and it's all just, to me, this is how I feel. I love Brooklyn. It's history and culture and all of that. Right? So they had a block party. Apparently it's a big event. People come from out of town to it, you know. And from the area of Brooklyn that it's in, I'm pretty sure, I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure it's a majority black event. They said somebody shot that up. 1 person dead. They're looking for 2 gunmen. Now, when shit like that happens, because I've been to a lot of these events, and in these events, I don't give a fuck. It's about unity. It's about togetherness. They have security up the ass, and this kind of shit just don't normally happen, unless you're trying to make it happen, because you want to shut down these types of events. You want to say that they're too big a security risk. So you pay a couple of motherfuckers to go up in there and shoot the place up. It happens all the time. Listen, ain't no limit to what the FBI, CIA, dirty cops, the NSA, all of these fucking alphabet organizations, along with the fucking real estate tycoons and real estate corporations that want to buy property cheap, they all get together and come up with motherfucking plans, you know, to remove people. They thinking 3-4 steps ahead. So that's what that shit in Brooklyn sound like to me. Because you got thousands of fucking people. And then you got 2 motherfuckers with guns come up in there and one guy gets shot and blah, blah, blah. It sounded a lot like that shit in Chicago last weekend. 45 people were shot and some shit like that, right? Right after that Garlic Festival story, they pivoted right back to Chicago to get your mind off the shit the white boy just did and put the niggas back in your head. They go right to Chicago. And by now, anybody with 2 fucking brain cells to rub together know that Chicago shit is mostly dirty cops and staged incidents and white boys doing it, and that shit is kept going on purpose. That shit in Chicago. These motherfuckers be doing all kind of shit to keep the war going in Chicago. Dropping off crates of guns, leaving trucks unloaded, doing all kind of shit. Creating the violence they sow, sending in infiltrators all over Chicago. The people from Chicago will tell you that shit. That it ain't all black people just running amok. It ain't all just hood violence. It's just not. That's bullshit. Just like that shit in Brooklyn sound like. So that's it. That's what I wanted to talk. Those are the 3 subjects I wanted to talk about today. Don't get on TV and cry like a bitch when somebody talk about your city. The motherfucking cracker that shot up the food fest is a terrorist, and that shit in Brooklyn sound like some goddamn undercover fake false flag shit perpetrated by the powers that be. Because y'all know I'm a conspiracy motherfucker. I really am. But that's it for now, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and I got to go to the doctor today and get a motherfucking checkup. I'm going to do a video on it. Because I defy anybody, right, to go to the fucking doctor and come out without a prescription of some kind. I'll talk about it when I get back, though. TC. And I'm out. Oh, yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And I'll hit y'all back on the next one. TC. And I'm out.